Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Slim Overton, and happy 4th to you. Happy 4th to everybody that feels like celebrating that. Um, as we learn more about our history, the 4th takes on a different meaning, but if you want to just celebrate the freedom of the country, you can go that way. But that's why I'm glad we have the June 19th in order for us to, as black people, to really celebrate our freedom from a country that didn't respect that at one time. But that's another story. I came on here to sort of promote the Slim Nation One-on-Ones experience. And of course, on that YouTube channel, I have a show called City Talk with Slim. And I've done a few of those, but I'm bringing it back, and we're going to go full force with it. And I usually have it on Monday or Tuesday mornings, and sometimes extend it out to Wednesday. It depends on how many guests that I have to talk to. But starting it back up again this Monday, I have a school board member. It's the Honorable Tamara Shoemate. And she has been on the school board for about 2 terms, and she's running for re-election. But we want to bring her up there, and she will talk about her platform. But we also talk a little bit about her time on the school board, what were her expectations when she first got elected to the board, and how has that played out, and talk about in general. And we also want her to give some information about the budget for the school board and how that works out, and the relationship between the school board and the city council as well as the state, and with a cut in some of the funds from the government. How is that working out, and what can we look forward to on that? And a lot of things in general, and allowing for a platform. Like I said, she is running for re-election this November. But even if she wasn't running, we wanted to have her on to talk about her time on the school board, and we're glad she accepted to come on. So Ms. Shoemate will be our guest Monday morning, and that's July 6th at 8 a.m. So I like to do the City Talks with Slim in the mornings, and I have a lot of Portsmouth people on here, but it's not limited to Portsmouth people. We have people all over the Hampton Roads. The few I've done before, been the mayor of Hampton, city council person from Newport News, and other people from other cities. So we want to expand that and have conversations with people throughout the Hampton Roads about their cities, and probably beyond. So we'll be looking to look forward to something every week. I'm going to try that every week. Of course, have my other platforms, every Tuesday evening, I will take on it, featuring Slim and Shona. We're going to be doing that. And I have the time, so all I have to do is pace myself and make sure we come on and give you the information that's my goal, to be able to share information with the amazing guests that agree to come on and have a conversation with me. So the next day, which is July 7th, on that Tuesday morning, we're having a city council person on, Yolanda Edmonds Thomas. And she's in her first term on city council, and she is a former school board member, which sometimes you would think that's well, you don't think it, but that's an advantage, a school board member coming on to council to be able to come with the knowledge of what the school system really needs, and being able to pass that on, because the city council is a big funding source for the operations and things that go on within the school system. So she's going to come on. She's been on before, early on in her service on the school board, on the city council, and I've been watching her, and I'm very pleased with some of the things. I like the fact that she will ask those questions, during the council meetings, and make sure some of them she's trying to find out, and some of them she knows already, but she asks in order for the public to get some answers that they might be wondering, while they're watching from home or in person there. So, that's what I always figured we needed in the council. Sometimes you have to ask questions that you might know. A lot of times they might sit there because they know the answer. They won't ask the question because they're satisfied that they know. But I think, sometimes you have to think about what the citizens or what the audience looking at might ask or might have a question about what's going on, or just to explain a procedure. So she's pretty good with that, So we look forward to having her on Tuesday morning, July 7th at 8 a.m. as well. And I hope I said 8 a.m. for the July 6th. The Honorable Shoemate School Board member will be on. So we have those two shows, so please tune in to that and share it with your friends. Both of those shows, both mornings. Just get up early if you have the opportunity. If you're working, you'll be able to watch it later, because we do the show live, but it will show up, and it's recorded live. So later on, you'll be able to catch it if you couldn't watch it live on our YouTube channel, and for a while on my Facebook pages, my personal Facebook pages, and it's a Facebook page called The Slim Nation. You can watch it there live or later, or the recording. And like I said, just share it. And of course, it'll be on the YouTube channel. So if you watch both of those programs live, you have the opportunity to make comments, by texting, or ask questions. You can text questions during the show to our guests, and we'll do our best to try to pass that on to the guest so she can answer that in real time. So don't forget, excuse me, Monday morning, July 6th at 8 a.m. we're having Tamara Shoemate, the Honorable Shoemate School Board member, who will be my guest on City Talk with Slim. So we're looking forward to that. And the next day, July 7th at 8 a.m. as well, the Honorable Yolanda Edmonds Thomas, who is a member of Portsmouth City Council. So make sure you watch that, and we look forward to seeing you there. And don't forget, later on Tuesday night, the 7th, at 7 p.m., it will be Our Take On It, which I do featuring Slim and Shona, which I do with one of my high school classmates, Shona Choke Swinson. And she's based out of Atlanta, and we do it virtually, of course. So we'll have a special guest that night, or we will have a conversation between us. We have fun on that show, so don't forget that. But mainly, I want to make sure you watch the return of City Talk with Slim, which is a show that's under the umbrella of the Slim Nation 101's Experience, the YouTube channel. So check us out, and we're looking forward to seeing you there. And always remember, be aware, be informed, and most of all, be involved. These days, we need all the involvement we can get in order to achieve some of the things we need to achieve in order to stay above ground, because it's crazy out here now politically. But we just have to make sure that we realize, aware of what's going on, are woke. I'll still use that word, even though they tried to bury it. It's a good word. Being woke or being awake is just being conscious of what's going on around you. And some of the MAGA people don't want you to know what's going on around you, although they're doing things right in our face. So, but that's another story. We'll talk about that again. And we'll see you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you Monday morning and Tuesday morning on City Talk with Slim with our special guests. Take care. We'll see you again.